Miasto zwróciło się do Wojewódzkiego Inspektoratu Ochrony Środowiska oraz Sanepidu. Na razie nie ma żadnej odpowiedzi. Do testów jako pierwszy mieszkańcy winą
A group of people from a local group called Families for Safe
Education, not radiation.
They call their group the Parents Coalition Against Cell Phone Towers.
It is very important because it is going to affect everybody. It is going to affect everybody, the men and the women, the children and the old, the rich and the poor, the people in the city and the people in the villages. And not just all of us. This radiation, which was not there 15, 20 years ago, is going to also affect our environment, our birds, our bees, our flowers, our farming. India has the second largest population in the world. China के बाद हमारी जनसंख्या सबसे ज़्यादा है इस दुनिया में, और 65% of them are younger than 30 years old. 65% of them. Here, I want to quote Milind Deoraji, and he said this about 4 or 5 years ago. We wouldn't want that 20 years down the line, we have an entire population of young children, young adults, old, suffering from various health effects due to our negligence, our inaction, or our ignorance. ये उन्होंने तब कहा था.
So we have to be very careful with small kids, pregnant ladies, and especially elder senior citizens, because it can cause cancer. This is an awareness campaign. हम इस लोगों को, सिटीजन को, सबको जागरूक करना चाहते हैं, उनको इन्फॉर्मेशन देना चाहते हैं. ये जो रेडिएशन आज बच्चे जो छोटे छोटे गैजेट्स जो वाईफाई पे चलते हैं, हाथ में लेके घूमते हैं, उसमें इतना हाई रेडिएशन है.
हाथों में बैनर और पोस्टर लिए ये बच्चे रोहिणी के सेक्टर 13 के निवासी हैं, जो मोबाइल टावर से होने वाले रेडिएशन के
I have an interest in knowing what is safe for me and my children and the people in my household. Now, I am simply making the point that as a citizen, I can control. Do not interrupt me. The reason why you can't understand what I'm saying is because you keep interrupting me and you're refusing to listen. My argument here is simply this, that I don't have power over those cell phone towers. I have power over the Wi-Fi router in my home, over the microwave, over the television, over the cell phone. I have power over all of these things. I don't have power over the tower. I cannot switch off the tower. Hence, I look to the government. to make rules on my behalf. Now, Rajan Matthews is convinced, as he would be, being Director General of a Cellular Operators Association, that the government is doing its part, that it is looking after us and there is nothing to worry about. And that is the point of debate, because it seems to be a disagreement between the government of Karnataka and the government of India. The government of Karnataka seems to believe that there is reason to worry.
തുടർന്നാണ് ഗ്രാമസഭ വിളിച്ചു വേണ്ടി നാട്ടുകാരെ മറക്കുകയാണ് പ്രാദേശിക ഭരണകൂടമെന്ന് വീട്ടമ്മമാർ ആരോപിക്കുന്നു.
ഇതുമൂലം ഒരുപാട് ആരോഗ്യ പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ വരുന്നുണ്ടെന്നാണ് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ കഴിയുന്നത്.
स्थानीय कोठी में लग रहे टावर के विरोध में इलाका निवासियों ने जबरदस्त विरोध जताया. उन्होंने कहा कि उन्होंने इस संबंधी इलाका पार्षद व गलाडा
to ask, seeing as I'm a member of the Shadyside Elementary School kids, what happens if we have to go out on a fire drill? And will we be guaranteed that the school is, the cell tower is safe for us kids and we won't get some sort of cancer or anything like that? Because I don't want cancer.
That's a great
done, they need to stop.
Deborah Reese says they have unanswered questions about its impact on their health.
We don't know what the long-term effect is going to be from that thing being erected up there.
Nanette Sachs says her home is within the RF field.
It's about 75 feet from my home, and I'm in the radiation zone, right underneath it.
Really, I'm disappointed in the city, because in the email, what I said, when I put an email to the mayor, I said, would you want this in your neighborhood?
I could not believe this was actually happening. I said, how could the town permit this? How could they do this to us?
She and Woodbury neighbors fuming over the placement of 22 cell repeaters for Verizon in front of homes on what's technically public property without notice or compensation.
You couldn't give me $10 million for this, okay? There are potential health risks to these. They are aesthetically not pleasing. There's also the devaluation of our home properties.
5G technology promises faster service, but the jury is out on constant exposure.
In a bizarre incident, 2 women climbed a mobile company tower as a sign of protest against the installation of the tower. The locals had gathered around the tower and were seen conflicting with the police officials.
Voices here today to join us in making visible our clear refusal to accept the current rollout of 5G, 5th generation wireless technology. The government has made clear its intention to roll out 5G across the country as swiftly as possible and has relaxed many planning laws to enable this. The rollout has begun. Neither the industry or the government has done any safety or health trials, yet they continue to pass out the line that there are no health effects. Independent scientific research on this, on the effects of wireless industry is settled. It is clear that wireless radiation causes numerous diseases and deaths. It's clear that we must stop this insanity. Hundreds and hundreds of scientists and medics across our globe are passionately stating clearly that this rollout is insanity and must be stopped. The fact is, this is a serious problem for occupational health, public safety and personal safety. We must protect life. The trees are being cut down to allow 5G radiation to sink into all our homes. In academic medicine, there is a name for this. In academics, this is called human subject research. We do not consent. We do not agree. We do not agree. We protect life. Stop 5G. We do not consent. We do not agree. We protect life. Stop 5G. We do not consent. We do not agree. We protect life. Stop 5G.
I think the most important study is a study by the National Toxicology Program in a classic large carcinogenicity test, one of the largest ever performed, and for that matter, one of the most expensive. They found increased risk of the tumours which we believe radiofrequency radiation is causing in man. Particular tumours called schwannomas. In the rats, they were in the heart. In humans, they're often in the nerve, the ear nerve, the vestibular nerve.
At this point, the evidence has become sufficiently strong that cell phone radiation is a human carcinogen.
If it was a real problem, I would know. If it was a real problem, the government would protect us. How come I'm not hearing about this? They're all things I've heard when I give seminars. You know, I get up there and they say, oh yeah, if this was really a problem, they would have told us. I am they. I am a, legitimate scientist, and I am telling you